Welcome to our course on using GPUs for high-performance computing. My name is Ana Lucia Vorbănescu, and I've been working with GPUs for the past 5 years. In this course, I want to show you the advantages and the disadvantages of these machines. What are GPUs? GPUs are powerful processing platforms. They are better than CPUs. They can be hundreds of times faster than CPUs. They are structurally different, and they require different programming skills. Why do we care about these machines? Because they are everywhere. Although they come from the graphics domain, where they are used for graphics processing, for animation and visualization, they are nowadays used for high-performance computing as well. In fact, any machine you're going to buy in the near future will have a powerful GPU that can be used for high-performance computing. In this course, we will focus first on understanding the anatomy of these machines. Because they are different than CPUs, we will need to learn what their components are and how they function together. That's okay. It's not the most interesting topic, but you have to know this in order to be able to start the interesting part, which is, of course, programming GPUs. Programming GPUs requires you to understand the structures of these machines and learn a bit about the tools. But in the end, it's mostly about designing applications for this. And this is where your creativity comes into play. And that's really something you will learn to do in this course. We will use for programming GPUs the CUDA programming model. It's not the only alternative, but it's the easiest one to use. Once you know CUDA, you can move on your own and learn alternative programming models for these GPUs. Now that you know the structure and the GPU programming tools, it's time for the first hands-on session. In this session, you will actually learn how to write your first piece of code, how to execute it, and how to measure its performance. It's not going to be as fast as you expected, but that's okay, because the third part of the course is actually talking about performance. In this part, we will learn how to measure performance, how to reason about it, how to estimate it, and how to understand whether an application can be faster or slower on a GPU than on a CPU. Once we're knowledgeable about all this, it's time for the second hands-on session. In this session, you will actually improve the performance of the code you wrote in the first part. You will measure it, and you will understand how fast can it go. And I promise you, by the end of this, the GPU code will be faster than the CPU code. All in all, if you care about high-performance computing, if you know a bit of programming, then this is an interesting course for you. GPU programming is one interesting topic, and it will be very relevant for high-performance computing in the near future. I hope to see you in the course.